Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect with the weather story in Africa. Plenty to talk about at the moment. We've seen some extreme heat in the north just recently. We've got some heavy rain through the Ethiopian highlands, extending all the way out through the Gulf of Guinea along that Ivory coastline there. And then to the extreme south, we've got weather fronts just brushing towards South Africa. That'll have an impact on the feel of the weather over the next few days. Some of the rain across the Ethiopian highlands has been excessive. We have seen significant mudslides in the area, and unfortunately there's further heavy rain to come. To the north of that, we've also got the extreme heat continuing. So let's take a look at some of the weather stories then as we go through the next few days. Yes, we will continue to see some sharp showers across Nigeria, some of those heavy and possibly thundery. And here's those weather fronts impacting Cape Town. So quite a drop in temperature, but some sunshine returning perhaps through the middle of next week. Now over into the Middle East, we've got some pretty heavy rain moving towards the Caspian, so we could see some wet weather into Azerbaijan, but generally speaking it's hot, dry and sunny. A local shamal for some, that could bring some poor visibility, but on the whole it's fairly typical kind of weather that you would see at this time of year. So temperatures really on the hot side. We are seeing likely into the mid to high 40s again. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast then for South Asia. And there's been a lot of heavy rain, particularly across the west coast, with strong westerly winds feeding in this moisture. You can see on the satellite picture, it will still stay pretty wet from Gujarat down along that Kerala coastline over the next few days. But the heaviest of the rain, the most intense, perhaps across central and northern India, also along the foothills of the Himalayas as well, and also parts of Bangladesh. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at what to expect across Central Asia as we go through the course of the weekend. So there'll be a good deal of dry weather across Central Asia. It's all about the heat at the moment. Temperatures perhaps across the low to mid 40s across many of the stans. The exception is to the north of Kazakhstan. A few scattered showers, the higher ground not amounting to too much. A lot of dry weather across much of Pakistan. There's that heavier rain I was talking about across the far north of India. The brighter colours denoting the intensity of the rainfall. Still wet across that west coast, but not the extreme wet weather that we've seen. 200 millimetres in 24 hours should start to ease, and there has been some localised flooding. So here's the story then over the next few days. We continue in Kazakhstan to see that sunshine and the heat. New Delhi will have plenty of showers. It's an unsettled, showery scenario elsewhere as we look through the week ahead.